Happening now, Tucson is saying goodbye to one of its centers for wildlife education. The International Wildlife Museum closed its doors almost 2 weeks ago, and now crews are packing up the exhibits for their next stop. 13 News reporter Andres Rendon is live now outside the museum. And Andres, this museum has been here for quite some time now, hasn't it?
Brooke, that's right. The museum has actually been here for over 35 years, but it closed down to the public almost 2 weeks ago. And now members of the community are really feeling the loss of one of Tucson's most educational attractions. A gateway to learning about animals near and far, the museum owned by the Safari Club International Foundation, or SCIF, officially closed on December 31st. A statement from the foundation's CEO, W. Lard Hamberlin, reads, quote, SCIF is moving business operations to Texas. All staff involved in the operations of the museum have been given opportunities to continue their great work with SCIF on behalf of wildlife conservation. One former employee worked on the museum's bi-monthly publication, Safari Magazine. An animal lover herself, the job was a perfect fit.
I could speak a language that a lot of people couldn't. I had to learn a lot, too, about African animals because the organization is international.
Well, almost perfect.
When I found out about the organization, I almost didn't take the job.
SCIF has been a leader in defending hunting rights across its 146 chapters worldwide. But Elaine Cummings sparked the idea of creating a conservation section in Safari Magazine. Since then, she has been able to share the work of multiple chapter struggles and accomplishments in educating and advocating for wildlife conservation.
They've done a lot of good conservation work, especially on things like the ibex and the scimitar horn. There's a lot of strange animals that were hunted specifically because they were trophies.
Despite the closure, the museum has given Elaine a community that still stands by her today, both near and far.
I had friends all over the world and authors that submitted stories, and it was an incredible experience.
Now, exhibits that were on loan are going to go back to their original organizations. Meanwhile, the rest are going to go to other museums and other spaces as their next home for folks across the country to enjoy learning about the animals and wildlife conservation for years to come. Live near Gates Pass Road, Andres Rendon, 13 News.